All right, here we are with Desiree Davila, and this segment's entitled "Having a Soda with Desi." So I'm gonna go ahead and open my Sierra Mist, and Desi's beverage of choice is a delicious orange soda. All right, so Desi, we're gonna start off easy here with the first few questions. Just toss you some softballs to warm things up, ease into it. So that's a nice shirt that you're wearing there. Where did you purchase that?
Where did I purchase it?
Yes.
This was gifted to me via Brooks.
Oh, that's cool. All right, enough of that. Let's move on to the serious stuff. So first question, I thought maybe we could drum up a little bit of hype for Boston, play up the Desi versus Kara angle. I know that's maybe serious business for you. You haven't really said much about it in the past, so let's be honest with me here, and anything too profane, we can edit it out. Okay, so how do you feel about the underdog role? It seems like you're not getting quite as much press as some of the other contenders in the race, so how do you feel about that image?
I'm okay with that. I'm fairly used to it. I've kind of gone into every race as the underdog and actually done pretty well from that position, so I like the build-up right now and where I stand. Okay, well, do you hate that we're doing this interview that we're currently doing because it might spoil that image that you're working so hard to cultivate? No, I'm okay with it. I like to talk a little trash, so okay. This is good. All right, well, perfect. Next question, then. It was a great segue for you. This is on the paper. Have you or have you not, in your lifetime, ever gotten in a fist fight with Kara Goucher? Have not yet. Okay. All right, we'll rein things back a little bit. Kara's a delightful person, so moving on. Okay, so this is primarily a marathon group, I would say. What was it like training for the 3K in a marathon group? Were you ever like, Kevin, I know what you're doing here, you're still training for the marathon secretly. I know what's going on. Yes, absolutely. 3K workouts were like 900 by 400 meters. Everything's done in bulk. Here it's like Costco. So, you're doing 3K workouts, but in marathon chunks. So yeah, it's not very secretive about his plan, but we just got to race the 3K instead of the marathon. But you went to the World Championship, so it worked pretty well. Yeah, everyone, bulk is good for everybody, so it turned out fine. Yep. Okay, so what was the highest mileage that you hit in this segment? I got up to 123. At that point, you count every mile, so the 3 was significant. Right. What's your average pace on, say, an easy day, like your main easy run of the day? I kind of go by a 7:30 time-wise, but we're probably closer to 7 minutes. Okay. Do you feel like you're better than me in stage? Because that's probably about what we run sometimes, too, 7 minutes. No. I think that you guys recover better than me. Okay. What about the training environment in the winter, getting ready for Boston? Obviously you're in Florida a lot, but most of the time you're still here, so what's that like? It's a little tough. I think sometimes you kind of lose track of where your fitness is at. Some workouts it's like you have to go by effort and you finish and you're not really sure what it all means because you ran 5:30 pace when you were completely all out. But you go down to Florida and then you get like a little reminder that you're actually pretty fit, which is nice. And it allows you to recover on your easy days because you have to run pretty easy. Okay, so moving away from the running, which is boring. So elite athletes kind of have this stoic, pristine image. So give me something awesome, not running related, that kind of refutes that. Like for instance, maybe you're into like line dancing or making elaborate woven tapestries or anything like that. That would be cool. Tapestries is my second favorite thing. Okay. First, do have a nice whiskey collection. Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm a collector. That's pretty risque. So you don't drink it though, obviously. No, we just collect it and then yes. Feed it to people who come over. Right. Okay. Enough of that. That's boring. We'll go back to the running. So you train with your boyfriend Ryan, in addition to the girls. What's that like? Does that breed hatred or rage? Funny you should ask. Yeah, we're pretty competitive out there. Like, it's kind of nice because I'm really comfortable with him. So I think like, what are you doing? Like, stop breathing so heavy or whatever. But
No, he's actually a really great training partner out there because we just get used to running with each other, and like we're actually pretty comfortable talking to each other. Like, slow down, you're too fast, or like pick it up. You know, we can like bicker about it, and that's okay.
Okay.
A real training partner, they kind of get mad.
All right, so you and Ryan finished pretty close together at Chicago. So some people thought you ran together. How much of that race did you actually run together, Ryan?
Ryan and I probably ran about maybe 10 steps together.
10 steps.
Yeah.
Now, okay, once again, be straight with me here. Do you ever read any internet running message boards?
All of them.
Okay,
Yeah.
which one's your least favorite?
My least favorite? There's a real old school San Diego one.
Okay.
It's very high school related.
It's
just boring to me.
That's a safe play.
Exactly.
Have you ever anonymously bumped a thread about yourself?
No, I've never ever posted, and I won't.
Okay, well that's valiant. Okay, so what are some of the critical workouts that you did in this segment? I mean, Hanson's has some staples like the simulator, the 2x6. How did those go?
Those are the two big ones, kind of benchmark where you can really tell where you're at. We did the simulator on a very exaggerated course out in Lake Orion, Michigan. Dirt roads and really hilly, both up and down, obviously. And that went pretty well. It's tough because you're out there on your own. And it was also the day after, I think, World Cross, New York Half, and LA Marathon. So everyone just ran these like incredible races, and then you're out there by yourself trying to run hard.
How'd the 2x6 go?
Actually, very, very well. You know, you try not to put too much stock into one workout, but pretty excited about the way things are going right now. So we still got a couple weeks to make sure that we don't screw it up, but so far so good.
Awesome. So how many of those orange sodas would you say you drink per day?
Just one today.
Just one today?
Yes, just one today.
All right. Okay.
Some checkers.
It's good for the clubs.
Yeah.
Get that on
You
tape.
get all your patterns.
Mm-hmm.
Match that with any shirt.
Do what?
You can match that with any shirt. Get all the patterns.
And a nice Ed Hardy shirt.
Yes.
Addiction, affliction, Brooks Addiction.